Let's run it. Oh, man. I thought
No, we're not running it back. Knock it off.
All right. Wow.
I thought about running it back. But hey.
What a day.
Yeah. Thanks for finding the Geek Spot, everybody already in the chat.
Hi, everybody.
Wasn't sure where Frank was going there. It's all right.
No, I stopped. I stopped and waited for you.
It's our normal, well-rehearsed.
Yeah.
Ready to go. Some guys joined a little bit early. We are a few minutes behind tonight. I guess we might have gone live. I don't know how you commented 10 minutes before the show went live, but that's cool.
I didn't even post when the show was until like 20 minutes ago.
Charles, thanks for that.
What's up?
Ace. Did you get Linderbaum too, or just likely there, Tom?
Dude, they got like 3 or 4. They got like 3 or 4 players. You get the punter and a couple other people.
I mean, look, the punter's been in the Pro Bowl like every year, so he's a decent punter. I think.
This has been a wild, not even start of free agency, right? Like it actually, they can't even actually officially sign until Wednesday, right? I think. But
I believe so.
There are just, our friend Danny is having a panic attack right now, watching the defensive players just run from the Eagles for all the money. All the money is being offered.
Yeah, they're just gonna have to do massive contracts for all your boys.
Well, that's just the problem is, and I tried to explain it to him, and let's take 2 minutes to talk sports for a second. I explained it to him that right, this is the tampering period where they can make, which is just, I don't understand, just make it the regular period at this point, but whatever. I explained it to him that the Eagles have so many defensive free agents right now that there's no way they were going to be able to sign them on. And the people that are leaving, I think with the exception of, the edge rusher that left. I forget which one it is. They have so many Jalen's and Jays and
Phillips. Oh, you mean the left? Yeah.
So Phillips.
No.
Whoever it was, you can see how much I care. Whoever it was the first guy that the Eagles were, he went to Carolina and the Eagles were actually trying to sign him and they didn't. And then it's just dominoes falling. It is what it is. You know, Howie'll do what Howie does. Howie loves compensatory draft picks. And not nasty Eagles talk as I said earlier today, Aaron Judge from the New York Yankees is hanging out with Kyle Schwarber and Bryce Harper of the Phillies for Team USA, who play tonight at 8:00, and wants to be a Philadelphia Philly so bad. He wants to be on the Phillies so bad. He's just following around Schwarber and Harper. Like, guys, can I come and play with you on your team? Of course, saying that because T is a Philly disliker in sports.
I mean, Harrison Bader's playing on the Israel national team because his dad's Jewish. So weird backdoor into that team going on there.
Hey, whatever, man.
And by the way, they only picked up Stout and Likely, so that's fine. The Giants.
Listen, I love watching all the teams trade or move around like that. You know what? Look, Harper wanting to be a Yankee wouldn't be too far fetched, to be honest with you. I like the free agency period only because it helps me figure out my fantasy football team in the dynasty league that I'm on. So that's all I care about. As far as who goes where. Listen, teams that I need to sign players to protect the players that I have on my fantasy team. The Raiders signed a big time center, going to protect my Ashton Janney. That's all I care about. Let's go win Frank another championship. I'm done with sports.
Look, the only real loser in all of this is Joe Burrow. So anyway.
Oh, wow. I don't know. Joe Burrow was seen at a Las Vegas casino at midnight at a blackjack table playing with Jessica Alba. I think Burrow's winning. Now, when the NFL season starts and he has to face, who is it? Crosby and who?
Garrett. And Watt.
And yeah. So when he lines up under center, he's not going to have fun 6 times a year. Granted. Yeah. But he is hanging out in a Vegas casino with Jessica Alba. He wins.
That's fair. So outside of traveling to Vegas to hang out with Joe Burrow and Jessica, what have you been up to, man?
See, my boss is in town from Texas, which puts
exciting.
No, it's not. It just makes our room uncomfortable and awkward because then we just don't talk anymore, and until he leaves, because it's just weird. Like, you know, he's like an 80-year-old man, and it's weird. He's a very nice gentleman, and he got me hired. So, you know, other than that, a little cleaning. I started putting the light kit on the Millennium Falcon, the Lego version, and the little pieces.
Not the real Millennium Falcon?
No, it doesn't fit on my table, the real one. But the little pieces, the little wire pieces that have to go into the little pieces, and it makes me want to throw the thing against the wall.
It's fair.
Other than that, really just catching up on TV, watching The Division. We're catching up on TV, playing The Division. We're a little late because I had to catch up on today's episode of Paradise, which unfortunately drops on Mondays.
Which we'll close out with.
Yes.
Again. We won't give any spoilers prior to the last few minutes, so anybody that has not found the time so far today and hopefully was outside enjoying the gorgeous weather instead.
Yes. Cook burgers on the grill.
Oh, did you? Look at you.
I did. What about you?
Look at you. Not a whole lot. You know, did some went to some musicals, played some shows, all the normal stuff. Got to go see some old friends in a band on Saturday night for a set or so, which was cool. Little Joe Stolio's in a band now with your boy Toby and my other friend Jamie McBride, who I haven't seen in forever.
I did get to go out Friday night for a little bit. Our friend Jimmy celebrated his 50th birthday. I almost said wedding anniversary. That would be weird. His 50th birthday at the Ashburner here in the Northeast, and went out for about an hour and a half, hung out with some people. I got a couple funny stories to tell you.
Nice.
Off air.
Well, yeah, I was going to say they are probably not appropriate for the general public.
Nope.
So I think that catches us up on that. So I think we have a bit of a list this week.
We have a little bit of a list. We're going to see how this goes. I didn't get to do a lot of prep today, being my boss was there. We are going to run through the 10 greatest pilot episodes in TV history. This should be a blast.
All right.
This is a Screen Rant list. This is not ChatGPT. So here we go. At number 10, The Newsroom. Great pilot. Absolutely 100%. Great pilot.
Look, it's still, people don't know that that's a TV show when they play the clip of him being interviewed in the panel at the college.
Yep.
It still goes around and makes the rounds on the internet every once in a while when people are feeling down about the United States. Yep. But yeah, that and look, and the show was fantastic for like 2 seasons. Season 3 got weird.
It did.
But the first 2 are really good.
This was one of the rare shows where I watched, like, I wasn't sure about it, and I watched the pilot, and after the panel, I was like, oh yeah, I'm staying with this. This was great. This was great written. It was Aaron Sorkin too. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Right?
Yeah.
At number 9, Cheers. Also a great pilot. 1982 Cheers pilot came out. I was I was 7th grade? Sixth grade, I think. Oof.
I don't know. That's a long
Newsroom debuted in 2012. Cheers. Yes. Great pilot. Great pilot.
Cheers was a pilot that I don't remember, but I'm sure it was good. I bet it was at the bar.
It was at the bar. It's the first time.
And I bet they said Norm.
I don't remember. I mean, I remember watching it, not watching it at the pilot, but a rerun of the pilot. But still a great show.
Yeah.
At number 8, this is one I cannot speak to. This aired in 2010. The Walking Dead pilot. Good?
Yes. I mean, it left on a stupid big cliffhanger. But I don't know if I would say that it is in the top 10 of all time.
Well, they have
but look, provocative and change the course of horror genre TV for sure. So I can put that up there.
Okay. One better than that at number 7. This aired in 2013. This might be one of my favorite comedies of all time. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Great show.
Still never watched it. I've
Oh,
seen it, but I've never dug in. I should have watched that instead of The Office. I probably would have been much happier.
you probably would have really, really enjoyed it more. Yes. But The Office gave us great content for those 2, 3, 17 months.
Yeah. So
At,
long watching.
at number 6, Mad Men, 2007. I never watched Mad Men, but I'm from what I'm understanding, it's a great show.
Yeah, fantastic. Look, made John Hamm into the star that he currently is, and otherwise we wouldn't be getting that. My Friends and Neighbors, which trailers dropping, I think, this week for the new season of that.
At number 5, this is a pilot titled Pilot. It aired in 2003, and oddly enough, I never went back and finished watching the show after the pilot. Arrested Development, great show, but it never grabbed me.
Yeah, I have never seen a single episode of Arrested Development. This list is like not in my wheelhouse, which is rare.
Yes, very rare. The only show so far that you really, I think, have watched is The Walking Dead, right?
Well, I mean, I watched Cheers.
Well, Cheers. You know who directed the pilot of Arrested Development?
Jason Bateman.
No, a pair of it was a set of brothers, Joe and Anthony Russo.
Oh, this was pre-Community.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Yep. I mean, the ensemble cast: Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, Michael Cera, Tony Hale, Jessica Walter. It was a great cast. It never resonated with me, but I like some of the clips. At number 4, the pilot episode titled Pilot in 2016. This Is Us. Not a show that was on my...
Look, the pilot was fantastic. And look, done by the same guy that did Paradise, right? So...
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why he gets his free reign to do whatever he wants on Paradise. So,
Gotcha.
And that's also why we get the star that we get, who in Xavier. But with that show, like a lot more mystery and time bending than you would think on a show like that just seemed like a family drama, but it was constantly bouncing back and forth in timelines because like Milo Ventimiglia was a huge star of the show, right? He was dead when the show started. Oh, look at that. This is one of his top favorite flashback. Okay. At number 3, the episode aired in 2015. It is titled EPS 1.0 _ HelloFriend.mov. Mr. Robot. Fantastic pilot.
Always a show I wanted to watch. I just never ever went back to watch it.
Don't. The pilot's great. The first season was actually really, really good. And Sam, I forget his last name. Iceman, I want to say.
Sam Raimi?
No. It's the guy that's rebooting something now.
Sam Esmail.
Esmail. Yeah, I think he's doing Battlestar? No,
nobody's doing Battlestar.
But there was somebody that was rebooting Battlestar.
Yeah, but I think it fell flat. I don't think it's actually happening.
It got awful quick. Like the first season was amazing. Second season, I was like, oh, they're going off the rails. And then by the third season, it was unwatchable.
Oh, I love that.
And then by the third season, you also realize that Rami Malek is just that weird. He's not acting.
Right.
He's just a weird dude.
I'm curious to see what we get for number 1, because number 2, the pilot aired in 2008, a little show called Breaking Bad.
Sure. I don't remember the pilot, but I guess it was really good.
I don't remember the pilot. I do remember it did take me. I watched all the way up to where they met. Who's the crazy guy? Tuca?
Yeah. I forget because I watched
I watched up to
Better
that
Call
part.
Saul with all the rest of the Salamancas and everybody.
I stopped, and it took me a year to go back and kind of catch up to like get reinterested in it. But once I did, it was a ride.
Well,
oh, hi Franco, thank you. And number
so
1,
gritty on this. You missed all the hockey talk, Franco.
Yeah. Boo. There's no hockey talk. The number 1 pilot of all time is the most expensive pilot ever shot for television. It was a 2-parter. It aired in 2004 as one of my favorite shows of all time, Lost.
I've heard of it.
The
Is it
pilot
still
for
is that still the most expensive one?
Yep,
Really?
I think so. That pilot was awesome. I mean, it was J.J. Abrams, no lens flare, movie quality pilot. It literally, it just throws you right into the fire right away. Literally throws you into the fire.
Nice.
It was a great pilot. I think it is.
Yeah, I read about that first season of Lost, never watched it, and then I came in season 2 and went more in on it. The Good Place did have a great pilot. So if to think about that, throw in the chat what you guys think your best pilots of all time were, if it's something that we didn't have on this list.
So real fast, the most expensive pilots ever made. Vinyl in 2016 was a $30 million pilot.
Jesus.
Boardwalk Empire in 2010 was an $18 to $20 million pilot. Star Trek Voyager in 95, the 2-hour pilot cost $23 million. Lost cost roughly $10 to $14 million, so obviously not the most expensive pilot. And Citadel in 2023, while technically a series, costs about $50 million per episode.
Wow.
So
a lot of those, I feel like it was cast, and I would say Lost is the only regular of the broadcast television ones, right? Like Voyager was, I don't even remember what channel Voyager aired on. Was that
CW?
Yeah. Okay.
UPN/CW.
Yeah.
I think it was UPN at the time.
Got it.
Yeah.
There was some good stuff on there. But we did also have the Saturn Awards. Did you see those?
Yeah, UPN. Thank you, T.
Oh, there it was.
I did not. I thought about pulling them.
Look, couple big hits from there. Avatar's latest movie that we reviewed in depth.
Yeah.
Well, we will eventually someday when we see it. Went 5 for 5 for everything they were nominated for.
Of course.
You got Andor finally got recognized with some things. Horror won a bunch of stuff. Horror had a good night there with Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein winning a bunch of things. Sinners won Best Thriller Film and Best Film Editing. Wicked for Good got Best Fantasy Film. Frankenstein won Best Horror Film, Best Film Makeup, Best Film Costume. And Jacob Elordi also won. So lots of awards there for Del Toro. Pluribus won a bunch, with Rhea Seehorn winning, and a bunch of other awards for the show, which good for them. As I said, Andor got recognized for some stuff. I think Starfleet Academy might have won something here. Oh, we got the Saturn Hall of Fame award of the 60th anniversary of Star Trek.
Okay.
With Will Shat, Rod Roddenberry, and Alex Kurtzman.
We're coming up to a really weird time with Star Trek. Star Trek season 5, Strange New World season 5, wrapped shooting, and I believe Starfleet Academy season 2 is done filming. So at this current time, there is no new Star Trek being filmed for the foreseeable future. And with the Paramount merger coming, there's a lot of uncertainty over is Alex Kurtzman's contract going to get picked up? A lot of people hope it doesn't. Depends on where you go online to look. I think he's done a fine job. The shows that he's kind of shepherded in have, Picard I liked, Strange New Worlds I love, Discovery I really enjoy, and I'm actually for the most part enjoying Starfleet Academy. It definitely has, as we've mentioned quite a few times, it definitely has a lot of YA content that doesn't interest me.
Yeah, but I'm also, every one of those episodes, they nailed the damn landing.
They do. I'm also 54 years old, and I'm not exactly the target. Charles asks if we are ready for the Firefly reboot in Disney. Now, I've seen stuff going around about that. Is that a confirmed, they're definitely...
I haven't seen a confirmation of it yet either. I saw, there's some talk with Nathan Fillion. Has been talking about it, and maybe it is in talks. But look, I don't know that there's really an audience for it.
It's a cult. It's got a big cult following like really, really
Oh,
big
I
cult
know that.
following.
Like, I went and watched it because everybody said, "Oh my god, you gotta
I
go
never
watch."
watched it.
It's fine. It's it's a sci-fi version of like all of the It feels more like and don't hate me for this, but like the Legend of the Seeker, Hercules, Xena. Like it felt like one of those shows that if it hadn't been so expensive to make and on sci-fi, it would have done really well for a long time. But it was on Fox, right? And
It was on
Fox is
Fox.
great at canceling stuff
Yep.
super
Well,
fast.
this apparently they only had like a handful of episodes. So just
Did like
real
half a season, and then they got a movie to wrap it up.
right. So just real fast. This is the cast, and I really do love pretty much everybody in this cast. Nathan Fillion, obviously everybody loves Nathan Fillion. Gina Torres, great.
Mhm.
Alan Tudyk, great. Morena Baccarin, great as long as she shows up at your Comic-Con. Apparently doesn't like Philadelphia too much because she always cancels. Adam Baldwin, Jewel State, Sean Mayer, Summer Glau, as T mentioned, and Ron Glass.
Yeah, look, the cast was great. The writing was fine. It was a cool concept.
Sure.
But it was just there wasn't anything super new and groundbreaking or exciting about it. For me, because it was just based on feels like a lot of comic books. And the kind of stories that you used to get in like the 80s and 90s, and it kind of brought them back for a minute. Also a Joss Whedon, so
Well,
he'll be wetting his beak on that, which I don't know if people are okay. I mean, he probably is on Buffy too. So, though I don't know, did he do the Buffy movie or just the show?
I honestly don't know.
I don't either.
Like, not. Do you mean the Buffy movie with
Yeah, because that would be who owns the name with Christy Swanson.
Chrissy Swanson and Dylan from
Yes,
90210?
Luke Perry.
Luke Perry
And Pee Wee Herman. And
and
Donald Sutherland. And Hilary Swank. And David Arquette.
wow, really?
And Rutger Hauer.
Okay, just the
Thomas
show.
Jane.
Justin. Wow.
You mean to keep going?
Oh, that's a monster cast.
Oh, yeah. Seth Green. Ricky Lake.
Ricky Lake. I remember Ricky Lake.
Yeah. Stephen Root.
Wow.
Like, monster cast for that. And look, at that movie's a delightful watch.
It is fun.
And a tight hour and 26 minutes. They definitely don't make them like that anymore.
No, they do not. No. Okay, couple small pieces of news.
Oh, and Josh Whedon wrote it. God damn it. All right.
McKenna Grace was asked about reprising her role as Phoebe Spengler in the next Ghostbusters movie, and she doesn't have any news. So it's really a no news.
I mean, the last one was awful.
The last one was not the greatest Ghostbusters movie. Some fun nostalgia, but it literally was the first movie. It was The Force Awakens.
Yeah, they went super YA.
It was
and about the things that nobody needs in a Ghostbusters movie.
Yes.
It was Casper, the unfriendly ghost, was all that we got.
Yeah. We have an update on when the Henry Cavill led live action Voltron movie will be storming into our view screens.
Theaters.
Sometime in 2027.
But theaters, it got upgraded.
It did. I low key excited. This 2026/2027 might be the year of Henry Cavill. Highlander.
Yeah.
Voltron.
Apparently there's some other stuff. Like,
No.
Afterlife was okay too.
Afterlife was great.
So Frank and I sat next to each other and shared popcorn. We didn't, but we could have.
We did.
We didn't share popcorn.
We touched hands.
Maybe. I was going for the M&Ms. And we had very different experiences with Afterlife. Shockingly.
Yeah, I thought Afterlife was great. I thought the Frozen one literally was The Force Awakens with Casper the Friendly Ghost. It was literally the same as it was the first movie, basically all over again. Yeah, I'm sure there's another friend of ours that has a very differing opinion on it.
And if you'd like to go back, you can dig way back in the archives and find that episode where Frank did it. I wasn't around. I was off that night. So
yeah,
our friend of the show, Danny and Frank, did a deep dive and on one of the, I think both Ghostbusters actually at some point.
Yeah. Yes, Pete, I did the popcorn tub trick and he fell for it. Reacher, I teared up at the end too. The Egon moment was a moment, and if you haven't seen it, spoilers. It looks like Reacher will be back. Let's see, season 4 wrapped filming in November 2025. It'll be out this year. That's
Great.
what we got.
Look, I haven't had a chance to watch War Machine yet, but I'm excited to watch War Machine. It looks good.
That's really good. I heard that's really good. Let's see. What else? We got a first look. Another first look at Ted Lasso season 4. It was a screenshot of Coach Beard sitting at his desk with his foot up, reading a book called Soccer for Women.
Okay.
Listen, you knew what was coming back for season 4 eventually. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, the show's going to be good. Hopefully, sure. It digs in and gets into some of the unresolved things from the first season and doesn't leave them hanging and just go in a totally new direction. And hopefully the writing is more season 1 and 2 than season 3.
Unfortunately, I do not believe Nick Mohammed will be there. I know that Phil Dunster isn't. He played Jamie Tart. He's definitely not there. He may show up in a cameo at some point, but he's off filming. I believe he's in the new Steve Carell show, Rooster, which I hear is fantastic.
Steve Carell.
Did I say that?
You said Steve Carell.
Oh, yeah, I meant Steve Carell. I'm reading. So normally at work, I have a chance to kind of go over the stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of I know where I'm looking when I'm reading this stuff. I am completely flying off the seat of my pants tonight, obviously.
Rooster is, it looks like it's good. I might dive into that once I'm done with Discovery and add that because I just finished Shoresy today. So
Steve Carell hasn't I almost did it again. He hasn't. You're okay with watching stuff with him now as long as he doesn't sit in an office anywhere.
What was it? The Patient was amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
The show he did with the guy who ironically is the new Office guy.
Nice.
Who they were in the show together before the paper got picked up.
Oh,
I didn't even put that together until just now.
Oh.
That the two of them were the stars of that show, which was brilliant. I talked about that for quite a few weeks on here.
I will say this, T. I will address that. T just said his wife might actually get me into shrinking. Be prepared for the emotional roller coaster that show is. It will bring you up here to laughter and then cut the legs right out from under you, and you're teared up and crying by the end of the show. It's sensational. It is right now. It is 1 and 2 for me. It is Shrinking is 1A. And Paradise is 1B as my top all-time favorite shows. And I'm excited to talk about Paradise at the end because it definitely got started off to a crawl. And anyway.
Yeah. Shrinking is consistently one of the best shows on television.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you didn't like the replacement Steve on Married with Children, or the bad guy Jock in Revenge of the Nerds, or the photographer from I don't even know which Raven that is, by the way, Dom. Or the photographer guy from Happy Days. If you never liked him before, you will fall in love with him every week. Yep.
Derek is after season 1. Derek becomes my favorite character on the show. Maybe midway through season 1.
Yeah. Everybody in the show is brilliant.
What about stuff that you may have watched before I steamroll into other stuff?
Yeah. Well, we got One Piece is coming this week. So I don't think you watched season 1, so I will give some rundowns on One Piece as we go through. Like I said, I just finished. We do have a trailer to talk about soon and some news from Sony. We do. Well, there's a Lanterns trailer that dropped since.
Oh my God, yes! I can't wait. Oh my God, yes. Listen, I'm all over the place right
Yeah,
now.
so it's all right because since we mentioned hockey a few times, I did just manage to wrap up Shoresy, and similar to Shrinking in the fact that it is like highs and lows all over the place, and just it's so good. Um, it's about just watching the character growth and just being like a good person, like being able to go and have some beers and go to a strip club and all that stuff, and at the end of the day, still being like a really good guy. And just the development of that character through the 5 seasons, and they're all so fast.
Yeah.
Like they're all nice and tight. And if you like Letterkenny at all, again, said it before, go watch Shoresy. It's so brilliantly done. And Jared Kiso is a treasure, and I can't wait. He's got another show coming out soon. That I'm sure will hit the same kind of notes and maybe have some of the same people. There's not a lot of crossover between Letterkenny and Shoresy character wise, but occasionally they will pull like one or two in. There's like one of the models that pops into the first one of the girls that's hanging out and moves around and stuff like that. She's in Shoresy recurring, and like I said, you get Wayne Gretzky this season for a cameo. They literally got him on FaceTime or got him to do a cameo and just videotaped the phone of him talking on the thing. It's great, but they refer to it all season. It's so good. So I watched that. I hit. That was really the only other thing other than Discovery. I got 2 episodes left, so I'll give a full series recap next week.
But you're still up on the enjoyment part.
Show's great.
Okay.
I don't like that. The only thing that I critique that I have is they got away from the crew and went too far down Booker.
Yeah.
For my liking, because there's so much to dig in on with the core crew, and I don't know why you had to introduce a new character to offset that. But it also looks like you can tell that the 5th season, that they were like, hey, so we are going to spend all our money on the first episode, and then we ran out of money to pay actors and everything else because we're going to start making a lot more bottle episodes, and we're going to pull people out, and we're not going to have Doug Jones on as much, and we're not going to have all the other people as much, and even the main crew won't show up on the bridge most of the time. Like, we're going to replace all them randomly one episode. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
But it's still great. I mean, they definitely upgraded the My So-Called Life guy's salary as the show progressed.
I enjoyed it. I had a great time with.
Yeah, I think it's a great show. Like I understand. Well, I don't know because I haven't watched the other ones yet why people wouldn't like Kurtzman so much, but I know there was also a lot of pushback on the show from more of the diehard Star Trek fans, and we'll talk Starfleet Academy in a little bit. But yeah, Sony big news that came out last week is they're debating about rebooting their Spider-Verse, this adjacent Spider-Man with the villains and everything. So, what are your thoughts on that? And then we'll jump over to DC and hit Lanners.
I don't, why? Like, I understand why, because they have to keep putting out movies or they lose the rights. And so they're doing everything and anything they can. Just give it to Marvel. Like,
but I don't know that they lose the rights if they put out a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, that's what it is. Listen, I don't like Sony at all right now. I'm very, very unhappy with Sony as a whole. Sony's going to stop making their video games accessible to PC because they feel they're losing money. So it seems like they're leaning back toward the PlayStation exclusives, which just kind of sucks. Like, everybody wants to play games, I'm just not a big fan of Sony at the moment.
They're not a particularly well-run company. So
no,
they'll be bought soon. Don't worry. That look, since the Netflix thing fell through, Netflix has no reason to not go by Sony.
I don't know. Sony bought Bungie. Bungie ditched the one game that they made that I loved, Destiny game, for the most part, to make this marathon game. It's an extraction shooter. I don't care, but like, you ruin the game. You ruin the game that I love to make this other game that whatever.
Yeah. It's all good. Before we hit Lanners real quick, I did just remember Hijack mercifully had its final episode last week with Idris Elba. Go watch season 1. It's fantastic from start to finish, and then just stop. That's it.
Oh,
No
One of
need,
those
no
shows.
need for anybody to watch season 2. It is definitely, they had like an extra like hour worth of script that they're like, we're gonna make this into like a 6, I think it was 6, maybe 8 episode show. It was rough. They stretched an hour worth of actual content. Like it could have been a really good movie. It was definitely not a series. But yeah, just watch season 1. Season 1 was great. I loved it. So that brings us to the Landers trailer. We got your look at your boy.
Oh, dude. He's so good. Kyle Chandler is just good in everything he does. And he just, from watching that trailer, see, Pete, I agree with you. I sometimes I argue with you and sometimes I just troll you because it's fun. You know, like we're coming up on May the 4th be with you and Revenge of the 5th. And I know how much you hate that, but I agree with you about Sony Online Entertainment and Sony in general. Screw them. But Lanterns, yes, Kyle Chandler's going to be a great old grizzled grumpy Hal Jordan
For however long we get him on the show.
I saw a lot of stuff online about the suit and how bad it looks, and it's not green, and it's old, and it's brown. Huh?
It's not powered up.
It's not powered up. What did you think of the trailer? You tend to shy away from the super positivity on these things like I do.
I think it looks like it'll be fine. I need it was a teaser, right? Because we don't have any idea about plot really. But what I do get from it is like, and I think you even said there's gonna be multiple timelines in this, or times that we cover. Because the car scene and most of what we get in this teaser, it looks like is like years ago, because he's talking about, oh, I'm the only one on Earth. So we know Guy Gardner's around. Like we already know that.
Right.
Like I don't know why we're creating it in these teasers, like making it like a mystery that there's human Green Lantern, because we already know. So it's what's interesting to me is how they're going to play the Guy Gardner of it all. Are there going to be multiple lanterns that came through on Earth? Did Guy Gardner get trained? Because in DC, Hal Jordan was picked because Guy Gardner was not available. He was in a coma.
Gotcha.
Because he was like saving kids or something and got knocked into a coma. And then when he wakes up from his coma, he's a dick.
So we're at the probably already a dick part.
Yeah, but like, so Hal goes out and is unavailable, and they go back to Guy, and Guy becomes Green Lantern.
Right.
And then Hal comes back. But then later on, Hal has to leave again, and John Stewart takes over as Green Lantern. So like, and then they're all gone, and then Kyle Radner takes over as Green Lantern in the 90s. Then Kyle's gone, and then we get Jessica Cruz, and then we get Simon Ball, and then there's like 3 more since then.
When does Hal become Parallelum?
Parallax?
Yes.
That was going into Final Crisis, I think. So that was like late 90s.
Okay.
Because they had to resettle that because he like destroyed Coast City and
he like killed everything.
Yeah, it was and it was another reboot Crisis
So
they made back.
Also, apparently, from what I was reading, and again, I was not trying to read to look for spoilers because it just hate spoilers anymore. But Sinestro is going to be in every episode, apparently.
Yeah.
Is the rumor. Okay. Because like wasn't
however, because let me look at something here real quick, because I was listening to another show that mentioned something about this today. All of this people that are stars, IMDb says they're in 8 episodes.
And how many episodes is the series?
It's in 8. It's 8. Everybody on IMDb says 8 episodes. So I don't buy that for a second.
Kyle Chandler can be in it for 8 episodes the same way, like if they're flashing back.
I don't think Nathan Fillion's in it for 8 episodes.
No way.
He's listed as 8 episodes.
I forgot about Nathan. Oh, that's right.
So I don't think we're gonna get that. It looks like, based on a quick, not super spoilery glance here at the IMDb list, it looks like there is a lot of people cast as in the Stewart family.
Okay.
So we're going to get a lot of family drama from Jon Stewart, it looks like. And then the Makins, who I don't know anything about the Makins, but we get young and old and a whole family of Makins that I guess are going to be the ones that run the town, is my guess. But it's like Garrett Dillahunt, Jason Ritter.
When does Diggle show up? When does John Diggle show up and get the ring?
Yeah, you mean John Stewart Diggle?
Yes, John Stewart Diggle.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see. Look, they mentioned Chip, which is cool. When they mentioned there's a squirrel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like, and even looking at it, the Hal Jordan in that initial clip with the car is a younger Hal Jordan than what we get later on.
Right.
So I think that's going to be years ago, and then somebody will have left and comes back, and it could be John has to come back to save Hal because Hal's still trying to do stuff on Earth. John's been out cosmic. Who knows? We'll see where it goes. We'll see how much it goes cosmic. We didn't get very much cosmic in the trailer.
No. Even when he flew, he was not green and all suited up. It looked like he just jumped up and flew.
Yeah, which is weird to not go cosmic with Green Lantern, for me at least.
I wonder if they're just holding that back because, again, this is a teaser trailer before we get the actual trailer.
Yeah, and this could all be first episode.
It could be.
You know, I don't know where we'll end up, but yeah, I'm not any more or less excited for it than I was before they dropped the teaser.
I'm excited for it.
With Lindelof being so involved in it, I'm a little concerned that it's going to go down the route of like, ooh, here's this twist. Ready? Here's another twist. Great. Oh my God. Like, just do a straightforward freaking story and let me have fun with guys that have rings that make magic bats and middle fingers and, you know, that plug into a big train lantern.
Right. That's what I want. And they did show the lantern.
Yeah. But we'll see. And I can't believe the one is the chick from Boardwalk Empire. That's the sheriff.
Which one?
She's the Irish one from.
No shit. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Kelly MacDonald.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Even more reason to watch.
Yeah, there you look. Great cast. All the people utilizing their HBO and Cinemax contracts. They're calling in all those favors for this show.
Yeah, they are.
So only other show we don't both watch, I'm gonna hit real quick, is Monarch. Season episode 2 dropped of Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. So good. Kurt Russell is fantastic on this show. Wyatt Russell's great. They're still doing the two different. We have the stuff going on in modern-ish day, and then they drop back and say, hey, this is where they encountered these things before, and this new Titan X, and we get that this has been a longer struggle within Monarch than it was now, but the action's been on point. They are not saving any money on this show. Every episode looks insanely expensive, and it's great. So go watch that. And then there was Starfleet Academy, which Frank told me this week was amazing.
Yeah. I thought it was great. It had all the Star Trek elements, and supposedly this is the last episode of Star Trek for the franchise that Jonathan Frakes is directing. Anytime Jonathan Frakes directs a Star Trek episode, it's great. Usually. Well, I mean, he gets it, right? He gets the show. And the girl that played Mariner on Lower Decks is one of the head writers of Tawny Newsome. She's great. Like, she gets it. She grew up watching it. She got into it. The people that know the lore and that like to keep that stuff alive are what make these franchises go. It goes for any franchise. I thought it was a really good Star Trek episode, definitely towards the end. I thought it was a great episode.
Yeah, we started to get more of why you cast Tatiana Maslany.
Yep.
In that role.
Yep.
Versus somebody that nobody knew, because she's spoilers for Starfleet Academy episode 9, the penultimate episode. But Caleb, because Sam, we get the new and improved Sam, who's finally had a childhood. And look, and the stuff with her and the doctor when she's calling him dad.
It was great.
Oh, that God, it's so good.
Yeah, it was
that whole episode. You were like, damn, why'd they do that? Now you're like, oh.
Right.
Because it actually worked. I still can't stand Caleb, but so gives him the hint that like, hey, maybe you should start trying to think about it like you're 6, and what did you and your mom have as your things instead of trying to get super complicated.
Right.
And assume she grew in prison the way that you grew while you became a super mega genius hacker guy who happens to work out all the time. So we get that. We get, everybody. How do we pull everybody in? Oh, they're all going to go rogue. Okay. And then you get, and Holly Hunter comes with you. I will tell you, almost being done Discovery, Reno might be my favorite Star Wars character of all time.
I like her just because she isn't playing a character.
No, I mean, she's Tig Notaro. She's the same in everything she does.
Same thing. I think it was T that said it to me about Tracy Morgan, that he's literally just Tracy Morgan with a different name every time he acts. It's the same thing. And that's just who he is.
Yeah. And she'll tell you she's a stand-up comedian. So if you cast her, that's who you get.
For which one?
Jet Reno.
Jet Reno is the engineer on Star Trek from Discovery that is now at Starfleet Academy.
The one that Frank kept looking for on WandaVision. That never showed up. How cool would that have been if she was the engineer? Oh my God. But even in Army of the Dead, when they superimposed her face over Chris, what's his name, that said all the stuff he shouldn't have said. Yeah. They superimposed her face over his and like had CGI'd the whole thing, which is wild to me. She still just was Tig Notaro. Like, it's just, there was no acting there. It's just, hey, this is me and this is what you get.
She was in the office.
It is weird that Laura Thach
disappeared.
Randomly disappeared off the show, right?
I wonder what that's about, but Tig Notaro
is not like they can be reacting like, the funny part is the internet's like, we won, we complained about her and she's gone. It's like, no.
There was nothing wrong with her. She was hilarious.
They didn't reshoot the whole show. Like,
no.
These were in the can. Like, they're just getting released and they just happen to not have her on as much.
Plus, she was awesome. She was hilarious.
Right. Agreed. And then looking and getting to know Charles Vance, Admiral Vance, better through Discovery now, which is why, like, I'm glad I went back and watched Discovery Day to get to the Starfleet Academy. Like, I get all the references now.
Yep.
And all the people, and like, watching the changes in that character through the stretch has been pretty cool. But yeah, do you think we get Paul Giamatti back in the finale?
No, I think you get him next year. Ta-da! I think you get him next season, maybe.
I think we get him because they're coming to get him, aren't they?
Well,
isn't that the thing that he and his crew set up to?
It's his crew that is setting up the bombs that get all the Starfleet ships back into Earth sector, basically, and then are setting up the bombs right around them to keep them all basically trapped in that sector, which, of course, is going to be fixed for the finale.
Well, by the end of the finale, yeah.
Hopefully. It's a great plan. I mean, I think it's genius. It's a great plan. I don't know.
I hope they don't waste the time they're going to have with Holly Hunter and Tatiana Maslany to go head to head. Because that'll be like Emmy-worthy TV if they let them go head to head and don't make it quite as preachy as the Paul Giamatti stuff got. And again, like I think Paul Giamatti's great, but similar to Tig Notaro, he's just Paul Giamatti. Like, I would never call him a character actor because he's still Paul Giamatti regardless of what he's in.
Right.
Whereas Tatiana Maslany and Holly Hunter can both fully disappear into their characters. And I'm excited to watch the two of them hopefully go head to head for a bit. I hope they don't gloss over it like in the first minute and a half of the episode.
I hope they get a couple of minutes to spar verbally. They need that. Given the history of the two characters, like that's history that's built in. The Paul Giamatti, that there was history there too from the pilot episode. But yeah, I hope so too. I really do. It was a strong episode. It leading us into the finale, and that's good. I'm ready.
Yeah, look, I will have my Discovery recap, and we'll have the Starfleet Academy finale next week, and then we'll have a break till season 2, which drops someday.
Probably next year, and we got Strange New Worlds coming. I forget if that's coming later this year or next year.
I will be caught up on Strange New Worlds by the time the new season drops.
Oh,
So
I
we
can't
can
wait for
actually
you to
talk
watch.
about that.
I can't wait. I can't wait for you to watch the musical episode. Yes, he's in. Paul Giamatti is in the Starfleet Academy.
Which you will never watch, Pete. Don't even.
You
It's
won't.
fine.
You'll hate it.
It's all
You'll
good.
hate it. Yep, you'll hate it.
Yeah.
So there was another show that was on last night that I forgot was on last night.
Oh yeah.
Listen, I don't hate Marshals, the Yellowstone spinoff. I don't hate it. It is what it is. They get bad guys, they shoot them, they make a plan, the plan goes awry because Casey's a Dutton and Duttons do what Duttons want to do. Spoilers, this episode, they went
Monica's back.
No, Monica's not back. They went into an area in Wyoming that's like, I forget what they called it.
It's the Badlands.
It's something like that. Is what they called it, but it's where the train station is. And if you've watched Yellowstone, you know what the train station is. It's where the Duttons have been dumping bodies for generations. And, the head of the Marshal unit, they're talking about, how John Dutton's murder was never solved, how Jamie Dutton's missing. Does Casey know anything about his brother? Has he ever heard of this no dark zone area, whatever it is? And he just, nope, no. Meanwhile, he helped he helped dump his brother's body down there, I believe. If he didn't help, he does know it's there. Look, the show is what the show is.
I watched the first 5 minutes because it started playing after my wife had watched something of the first episode, and I was like, nah.
If I miss it, I miss it. I wasn't doing anything last night, so I caught it literally right as it started.
Now, since you brought it up, though, are you going to watch the Madison?
That's the Madison.
So Taylor Sheridan's other new show.
Well, it depends. How much involvement does Taylor Sheridan have in it? Because he's really not involved in this one.
He is the creator. That's all I got.
Okay.
But
Maybe
it
not.
stars Michelle Pfeiffer and Kurt Russell.
Maybe I'll give it a try because I like the two of them.
Oh, we get Patrick J. Adams for
I'm a
those of you that were Suits fans.
I'm a big fan of Kurt Russell.
I don't love the storyline that it's giving me here. It's a spinoff from Yellowstone. I don't know how, because I don't know who any of these people are from Yellowstone. It's a New York family's life unravels after a tragedy. They process their grief while vacationing in rural Montana, where they explore human connection and their profound sorrow.
Matthew Fox is in it? Okay, I'm in. Let's go.
Where the hell? How is he?
I'm looking at the cast here. Yeah, he's Paul Clyburn.
Oh,
Michelle Pfeiffer, Elle Chapman, Kurt Russell, Bo Garrett.
everything written by Taylor Sheridan.
I will give it an episode.
How far do I have to scroll down? Oh, okay. Matthew Fox is only in one episode. All right.
Yeah, I just Googled it and it showed the cast under the Google listing.
Yeah, I got you.
I'll give it an episode, maybe 2. We'll see.
I mean, look, Kurt Russell is going to have possibly 2 hits on his hands at the same time between this and Monarch, so good for him.
I'm a big Kurt Russell fan, so
he's great.
One director, one writer. Oof. Christina Alexandra Vuros is the director. She worked on Yellowstone.
12 episodes of Yellowstone. She did Lawman Bass Reeves.
Okay.
For Taylor before. She did Big Sky, which I enjoyed Big Sky, actually.
She's done a lot.
I did not. I only watched the first 2 seasons of Big Sky, though. I kind of fell off during season 3.
And we have the Dutton Ranch is coming soon, too.
Nope.
It is.
Nope. All right. Well, that's and she's also directing the Dutton Ranch and Frisco King.
I know.
That's a lot. She's
all right.
She is the go-to for all of that stuff. So That brings us around to Paradise. So if you haven't watched it yet,
and Shrinking.
oh God, God damn it! All right, well let's hit Shrinking.
Great episode.
Spoilers for both of these, by the way, going forward. So we'll hit Shrinking then. So if you've not gotten that far in Shrinking, pause it, go watch the show, come back.
Listen, I am glad they addressed the elephant in the room right away, and Jimmy isn't that big of a scumbag anymore. They got that right out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, still a scumbag.
Little bit, but
still a scumbag. She's less of a scumbag.
Right. That's fine. Look, it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It does the same thing it does. It brings you up here, knocks you down here. I didn't have any problem with this one.
Look, I was very concerned about Derek, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I really thought they were going to go down that path, and I was like, don't do it.
Definitely thought they were going to kill Derek off. Or, I'm sorry, unalive Derek. I don't know if we're allowed to even say that word online anymore.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, just not in the captioning. Yeah, probably. Yeah, look, I'm concerned for Maya and what's going to happen with her. I still don't see what Sean sees in Marisol, and why they're like, she's so good for you. I'm like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I thought it was good. I don't have a lot of comments on it because it's just digging in on how good Ted McGinley is.
Yeah. Basically, yes.
And everybody else is kind of hanging out, and it does what Shrinking does. So if you are not enjoying Shrinking, go enjoy Shrinking. Oh, there's 11 episodes. That's interesting. All right. All right. So that brings us to Paradise now.
Yeah.
So 3, 2, 1. Spoilers for Paradise. Episode 5 already? Are we already on 5 or 6? I feel like they are ranking through this.
We are. We're halfway through the series. It's 10 episodes, right? Well, they dropped 3 at once, so
yeah, I think it's because it's on Monday, so like we don't get time to sit with it because it's like, hey,
yeah,
they dropped it, and then we have to talk about it.
I don't normally like to be that guy that says I saw this coming a mile away, but I'm telling you, I saw it coming a mile away. I didn't see him. I figured he was going to kill his friend while they were walking on the tracks.
Yeah.
But I knew that he was the reason all along. And just it's that creepy video game guy. Is like the creepy alone video game guy.
But what do you think? Because do you think that everybody else that was there with them is still alive?
Yes.
Do you think they are all really at the train? I don't know why they'd be at the train.
I think there's a very strong possibility. So there's two ways I can see this playing out. I can see that he told Terry about the train and she's there willingly to get to Colorado, and he's going along with Xavier because Xavier's planning on killing the people that took Terry away from him because he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
But the way this show is, I could also see them killing her off, but it doesn't it doesn't satisfy the story. But if it's a time travel thing, and if it's the nosebleeds and the like the weird dreams and stuff, like I've seen enough sci-fi shows to understand that usually what that means is that you're living a different time than you're supposed to be living, kind of a thing. Like you're remembering things from a timeline that was, and you're misplaced. And not everybody has that happen. Just, you know what I mean? Like I've seen enough Star Trek shit where that happens. I'm sad that he ended up being the bad guy because I really didn't want him to be the bad guy. But they really did lean too hard into Enos being the bad guy. And it's so fresh because I just finished watching.
Yeah, I think my thing was it felt like the payoff better be worth it for another build-up episode.
Yeah.
Because it was a whole like, here's all these flashbacks that are gonna matter, but most of the people in it don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Right? Like the show's starting to, it's still very good. It's starting to worry me because like we're so far out of paradise.
We are, but
And like the city was the cool part of the story. Like this stuff isn't the cool part of the story. The cool part of the story is the city.
Everything is coming around full circle. This train is being led by a convoy by a kid with a video game name. Like the people on the train aren't evil. They're going to Colorado.
Right.
Link is at Colorado.
Link. Yeah.
Huh?
To meet Link.
Right. So
right.
Link is at Colorado. This train convoy is going to Colorado. Everything's kind of circling back to Colorado.
Yeah. And we know that Link was involved, so he knows what the secret is. But like,
right.
He doesn't strike me as the guy that like all these hundreds of people would follow from all over. Like there's nothing like charming or charismatic about him that's like, hey, you all join my cult that's going to go.
Right.
Like there's not, I don't get that yet. So I'm intrigued to see how they present that because I haven't seen that in the show yet. Like what would make anybody want to follow him? Because he just seems like just kind of the weird dude that in post-apocalyptic, like that doesn't work. Weird dudes just go away.
The only other thing I could see possibly being happening is Bean watched Gary shoot Enos. Bean could have found Terry and they're not at the train, nor are they in the mail truck.
That's possible.
So they could be somewhere else. I just like how they're really not drawing it out too much. Like you get them all the way down to Atlanta and now you're circling right back around. If this show were going to last another 5 or 6 seasons, this train thing would be a whole season long arc.
Oh, 100%.
And it would suck, but they're moving through it at a pretty decent pace.
Yeah. It's because we only have 3 episodes left. And when I just pulled up to double check this stuff for this one,
it's only 8.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's quick.
This cliffhanger is going to suck.
Yeah. But look, we get a new one next year. The first season was also only 8.
True.
But to put this in context, by this time we got to episode 5, right? So episode 5 of season 1 was getting Cal's backstory.
Okay.
And getting the investigation. Billy's already gone. We've already gotten Billy's full backstory.
Right. Well,
so
we got the backstory of why what Terry was doing in Atlanta. We got the backstory of Annie and Annie's baby, who has no name, who will end up being named Hope or something like that.
Yeah.
And you've met a bunch of new and interesting people. He's on a big side quest right now.
Oh God, you guys just lost Reed Blankenship and Jacoby Dean.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that earlier.
I missed that. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Danny's having a heart attack.
Yeah. Look, now
it's the exciting white.
We're just moving so fast, or so slow, but so fast at the same time through Paradise, just like the show itself. So I guess it's all fitting. So we'll be back next week. I'll have some One Piece to talk about. We have Starfleet Academy. We'll have more Monarch. We'll have.
We might not be back Monday.
We might not be back.
We might. I might have a hockey game.
We'll see. Sure next week's a little hectic. It is St. Patrick's Day week.
Oh.
So anybody that celebrates, happy St. Patrick's Day to you. I'll be in Exton at Ron's this coming Saturday. On Tuesday, I'll be at the W Tavern for the 3rd year in a row for St. Patty's Day. On Wednesday, I'll be at La Shena in Ben Salem for Girls' Night. So, not sure that any of you, have girls to come out. But if you do, tell them to come out to Ben Salem and enjoy the show. And I'm sure I'm somewhere else next weekend too. But yeah, busy week coming up. And thanks for finding the Geek Spot. Make sure that you check out Island of Relevancy this week.
Yes, sir. Lots of fun stuff to talk about.
Frank and Tio bring you
Wednesday at 7:00. on your YouTubes. Make sure you go subscribe. You subscribe and like us here on the Geek Spot, and then you run over there and subscribe and like us. And you can even look for T playing WWE 2K6.
There you go. Maybe we'll add that link in our bio too. So
yeah, boy.
So, thanks everybody for finding the Geek Spot. We'll see you all next time.
Bye bye.